What is going on, guys? This is Mike with Chit Chat Gaming, and today I want to take a little bit of time here to talk about my experience with the VIP demo of Anthem over this past weekend. That's right, I did pre-order the game obviously here. So ever since the beginning, when they announced this game a couple years ago at E3, I believe it was anyways, I was hype as a fan of Destiny here. Now you're going to hear me talk about comparing this game to Destiny. A lot of people are going to hate that, but with truth be told, I played Destiny since the very beginning. I obviously played this game as well too, and there's a lot of similarities to this as well too, including even some traits of Warframe put in there, and even Titanfall with the Colossus and such. I mean, the game with some Mass Effect as well too. There's a little bit of everything packed inside this game here. And like I mentioned, I've been really excited for this game since I first seen it, because I'm really into these style of games here. And I just really wanted to play this demo, so I went ahead and decided to pre-order it. Like I mentioned, the VIP demo was this past weekend. It had some problems. We'll go over that in a second here. And next weekend, or this coming weekend, sorry, you'll actually get a chance in an open beta demo. You'll get a chance to check it out yourself as well too if you have not pre-ordered the game. So before we jump into that here, like I said, this is not a review. I'm not going to review a demo because you can't review a demo. Bioware already announced that, even before the demo went live, that this was not an exact replica of what the game is actually going to be like. There's going to be lots of major changes, and even this morning here, Bioware did announce that they are taking the proper steps to make sure that this game, is fixed and everything before launch, which again, it's going to need, and we will get to that. But before we do into that, guys, in case you're interested in picking this game up, pre-ordering this game, you're going to get some cool skins. This is through Gamestop. You're going to get some pretty cool skins as well too, or they call them vinyls, in the actual game on day one if you pre-order. But another thing that you can also get here too is these pretty cool looking Anthem pins here. So I believe if you pre-order the game before January 29th, which is tomorrow here, and you go in, if you do it online, show them your receipt, or if you do it, in store, you'll actually get these pretty cool looking Anthem pins, which are symbols of the javelins as well here too, looks like. So very cool. Like I said, just for pre-ordering the game, you will get these pins. So I'm sure if you order after the 29th, you'll probably most likely get them as well too. But just want to throw it out there if you guys are interested in picking this game up or pre-ordering it. So with that being said, I want to go and tell you about my experience with the game. Now, like I said, coming from a fan of Destiny, there's lots of similarities to this, including like the main hub, which is Fort Tarsus in this game. Much like Destiny, much like a lot of other games where you have a central hub that you start into, and basically you're going to go around, you're going to talk to different kind of NPCs and stuff like that as well too, do different missions, different quests and such as well too. You're going to go into the Forge, which is really cool. Now the Forge is basically what you're going to go into, and you're going to go in so you can actually equip your weapons, you can change your appearance. There's so much cool stuff you can do in there, and I actually really like the Forge. I think it's really cool. I think there's so much like cool stuff that you can do with the skins itself, with your appearance, with the guns. There's some crafting in there as well here too. So I'm really digging it. There's some things I need to clean up in there as well too with the UI. But for the most part though, I actually appreciate what they have done with the Forge itself. It actually looks pretty good. So with that being said, in the demo here, you have some missions that you can do. There's some free play. There's a stronghold mission that you can do as well too, which I found the most fun. Free play was pretty cool, but basically you're just going around, flying around, and if you kind of like run into something, you can try to do these little different kind of missions and stuff as well too. But again though, I had the most fun playing multiplayer. Me and my uncle, after we were eventually to get into it. So let's go ahead and let's address that before we get any further. Yes, there was problems. I could not get into the Xbox One X version, or Xbox One actual demo until like late Friday night. I was finally able to actually jump into it after the servers went steady. Apparently PC was working pretty well. PS4 also had its share of problems as well too. So for me, I jumped into it Friday night. I played by myself, which was not horrible. It was definitely, it was fun. I did some missions and stuff, did some free play, kind of get used to the flying. That takes some time to get used to, but it's actually rather enjoyable as well here too. But Like I mentioned though, the meat and potatoes of this game is definitely going to be playing this game multiplayer with friends. Me and my uncle jumped into it Saturday night. We had a lot of fun. We went and did some free play. We did some missions. We got some loot. We got some chests and everything here as well too. And actually grinding and getting loot is actually pretty fun. You get a lot of duplicates, but when you get those rare items, it's definitely a lot of fun. And when you can actually get some items and stuff to be able to craft, to make some new weapons, that's even more fun. So I've had a lot of fun doing that here. And then actually on Sunday, I went and I played quite a bit here, because you start out with the Ranger. In order to be able to unlock, other, javelins and stuff, you have to complete more and more missions. Once I completed the Stronghold, I was able to unlock a javelin here, which I ended up unlocking the Interceptor one. So that was a lot of fun. There's also the Colossus. You have the Storm as well too. So I did play Colossus, the Interceptor, and I played the Ranger, of course, which you start off with. So now me, like I said, lots of similarities to Destiny that I noticed here. The gunplay was actually pretty good here. The abilities worked perfectly. Another thing I really enjoyed, which is almost like the supercharged in Destiny, was your ultimate that you have in this game here too. Again, the NPCs kind of seemed kind of dumb and stuff as well too. They were actually pretty easy to beat, but from what they're being told is that in the actual game, that will all change a little bit to where they'll be a little more difficult. Now, like I mentioned, the Stronghold was probably the best part of the game. The actual end boss that you play is almost like doing a strike or a raid like in Destiny. And actually, it was a lot of fun, and especially with the team and such, it was actually a little bit challenging as well too. It wasn't too tough, but it was just enough here. And when you get that loot at the end, you can open up that treasure box or that chest and get your loot. That makes it all worthwhile. So the only difficulties we had doing multiplayer was that when we actually got separated from each other, and this really sucked. My uncle was clear somewhere else, and I couldn't find him. I actually ended up going to a cave somewhere and completely leaving him behind. And I think that they need to do a better job of me being able to locate him and be able to go to where he's at, so that way we can stay together. That was actually a little bit kind of frustrating. Another thing too was when you actually end up completing a mission, the objective, you go in, you get your experience points, and you get your loot and everything. You get taken back to Fort Tarsis, and it's just you by yourself. You're not with your teammate. You're not with your, with the multiplayer party that you're in. So you kind of got to communicate and decide, where you're going to go next, what you're going to do next. It'd been nice to be able to go into like a Monster Hunter. When you complete a mission, you both go back into the main hub, that way you can walk around together, you can plan your next mission and such as well too. So I think hopefully they change that and make that, because it kind of kills the excitement. You get them doing this great Stronghold, this great mission, and then next thing you know, you're booted back. You got your loot and everything. You get booted back to Fort Tarsis, and your teammate is gone. And then if you don't have a mic, you don't have a headset, you're not in a party, then you're really screwed, because you have no idea where your teammate's going to be. So that's one thing that was kind of frustrating, alongside of the servers, which it's EA. I hope that they fix it. I'm sure they will. They've always had problems with their, with their demos, with their betas and such too, and even with the actual games. EA is pretty known for not having a pretty strong, steady server as well too. So with that being said though, guys, I've had a lot of fun with this game. I would recommend giving it a try if you're into these style of games, the grinding, the looting, the combat and such as well too. These games are a lot of fun. I had a enjoyment time, or a lot of enjoyment going around and actually, just looting, getting different weapons, getting, different kinds of items and such as well too, rares, commons, uncommons, and actually be able to craft and change my appearance as well too, and get these pretty cool looking sick vinyls that you can do to customize your javelins as well too. So again, this coming weekend, I believe it starts on Friday at 11 a.m. Central Time until Sunday. I don't know the exact end time Sunday. I know it's late Sunday night. You'll be able to actually play the open beta of this game, and hopefully they'll have the servers up and running a little bit better by then, and it will be fixed. But as far as the gameplay goes and such, I've had a lot of fun with it. It took some time, like I said, to get used to the flying around and such, but once you got it, nailed down, it took me about maybe 5 minutes or so, maybe 10 to kind of get the hang of it. But once you got it down, it's pretty fun to be able to fly around this big open world and such. and be able to just kind of, like I said, grind, find the cool stuff, you know, find all the loot and such, do these missions with your friends, and of course at the end get that experience points so you can move on, level up, and unlock more javelins and more loot as well too. So guys, if you played this game, tell me what you guys think here, because I'm curious to what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below here what your general thoughts of. Are you gonna pick this game up? Are you gonna hold off on it? Are you gonna wait till after launch to see if they fix the servers and such? Or what is your general opinion of it as well here too? And don't forget, if you pre-order the game, make sure you go out to GameStop and pick up your free pins. Yes, they're pins, but hey, they're pretty cool looking. They're gonna look sick on my backpack with my other ones as well too, guys. So once again, this has been Mike with Chit Chat Gaming saying happy gaming.